Okay. I just got done filming 2 videos for my second channel. So I'm in a good place right now. I'm in an excited mood. I've just been talking about my New Year's resolutions for next year, and I'm feeling ready to go. You know what? Forget Christmas. It's done. Forget it. It's over with. Didn't mean to do that actually. Forget Christmas. Doesn't matter. New Year is what's important. Just gonna put that back. A friend bought me this tree, actually, because she thought that I was pathetically lonely. So she bought me a tree so I'd feel less lonely. Not sure how that worked out. Yeah, it's worked. Yeah, I feel alright, actually. So I just want to start off by telling you guys right now that things next year are changing. Everything is changing. There are going to be some changes that some people love and some changes that some people will hate. And I'm fine if at any point next year you want to just jump ship. You're done, okay? I'm fine with it because I'm at a point right now where I'm so excited for next year, for what I've been creating, what I've been doing, that I've got to be just relentless and unforgiving in chasing my dream. You know me, just fighting for my moment. I'm not going to do that again. That's never being said again. Ever. So for those of you who are still relatively new, because a viral video happened recently, my name is Emma Blackery. I'm a musician that makes YouTube videos and not the other way around. I say that a lot, even though it's kind of a lie still right now, but it won't be next year. If you haven't already, then please go ahead and type my name into Spotify or check out my Vivo. One of my videos just hit 1 million views over there, so thank you so much for getting it there. I really appreciate that. It was an awesome way to end the year for me. So things are changing. Basically, I am changing the way that I'm using all of my social media, because this year I really fell out of love with social media, and I'm not just talking about YouTube and Google Plus and fighting the system. I became very miserable. I became very unhappy with feeling like I wasn't good enough, wasn't sharing enough, or I was sharing too much. I just didn't feel like I had the balance right, and I'm changing it all. First off, I'm unfollowing everyone. Everywhere. I'm unfollowing everyone on Instagram, on Twitter. Gone. I've deleted my old channels that I'm no longer going to use. They're gone. I'm going to be posting on these social media platforms in a completely different way to the way that I have been before. I'm going to finally be uploading on Instagram every single day. I'm going to be tweeting videos more than posts. I'm going to be hopefully, I'm saying hopefully because I know me, I'm going to hopefully be doing like a weekly vlog throughout all of 2018. I have plans to use my social media to complement my music, and because I've been using them as kind of like separate entities. I've been trying to separate the online personality from the musician, and I think I've been silly with it, and I need to just be the musician I've always wanted to be, who just happens to use social media as well. So anyway, now that's out of the way, this is going to be, I guess, 20 minutes of gloating and bragging, really, because I've been doing these roundup videos since 2013. Every single year, I've done a little video where I've had a little bit of a weepy moment, you know, rounding off the year, and nothing's changing. I'm gonna be doing it. Not gonna be crying though, because I'm a hard bitch now. This year has hardened me for a lot of reasons. This year has been tough, and it's toughened me up. You know, big boys don't cry. But boys should feel like they can cry more. Shut up! Shut up! So as a whole, in general, overall, this year has been the best year of my entire life. The good thing is, I feel like I say that every single year. So that just means that I'm loving my life, right? There have been some dips, but I don't really want to focus on them too much, because at the end of this year, I'm just drawing a line under it, you know? Just using those negative experiences as influence for my music, but that's it. Just as creative inspiration, and it's not going to be on my mind anymore. So any public fights I've had with people, any drama that I've created, or any drama that has followed me or surrounded me, I'm done with it. That's it. So let's focus on the good stuff. Let's just celebrate the amazing stuff that I've done this year, because I've done amazing stuff thanks to so many of you as well. That didn't sound like a sentence, did it? That was So here are some of my favourite moments from my 2017. In March, I went on a holiday by myself for the first time. I travelled to Florida, booked a hotel, booked a flight, and just went. Like, I gave myself, I think, like 5 days notice. Like, I think I booked it for like the 3rd, and I was flying out on the 8th. I was just like, Dad, I need some sun. And can I just say, like, I know that not everyone likes being alone. I know a lot of people feel like they need to have company and that they'd feel very lonely. But for me, traveling alone was the most amazing, fulfilling thing. I felt so independent. I felt so grown up, you know? I went to Florida. I walked around Disney for a bit. I fired a gun for the first time. Not in Disney. Should probably... oh, dark. Caught some rays. Wrote some of my book. I'll talk about that in a minute. I had a great time. I filmed the whole thing. That's actually up on this channel. It's like a weekly vlog, so if you want to see that. It's like an hour and a half long though, so I don't mind if you skip it. But yeah, traveling alone was great, and I want to do it again next year if I have any time to myself, which I don't think I will. I released an EP, my best EP yet. By far. I recorded it at the beginning of January at Rockfield Studios in Wales, same place that Bohemian Rhapsody was recorded. All of that Queen album was recorded. Tons of Oasis stuff was recorded there. It was just on a farm in the middle of nowhere, and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. It's where I first met my now guitarist. I had so many fun, amazing memories. I had such an amazing time with my producer Ramesh. It was just a great experience all the way through. Ramesh helped me turn my acoustic demos into music that I was so proud of. Music that I think is just so me and so emotional, and I couldn't be proud of the EP. I'm sort of looking away as I say that, but it's because my light is flashing. It's not like a subconscious lying. I'm so proud of the EP. The EP was released, I think, in May. It's been a long year. And it peaked at number 3 on the iTunes album chart. I say peaked. It didn't end up there, but it got there. Alright? It got to number 3 in the iTunes album charts. So that was really cool. It was like number 2 on best-selling pre-orders behind Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. I'm a musician, okay? That was probably too loud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But the EP went down really well with people. People seemed to really enjoy it. I did an amazing tour to support it, finishing off at Shepherd's Bush. I played Shepherd's Bush. I toured all of the UK and I had an amazing time, but Shepherd's Bush is one of those venues, if you're not in the UK, it's a venue that everybody knows about, you know. It's just, it was amazing. One of the best gigs I've ever played, if not my favourite. I'm grinning just thinking about it. I played Shepherd's Bush. I'm like a step closer to my dream of playing Brixton. That's my goal in my music career. That's all I want in the world. Forget Wembley Stadium. As great as that would be, I don't have dreams like that. I just want to play Brixton. I want to sell out Brixton, but I want to play a headline show at Brixton Academy. And it sort of goes Shepherd's Bush, Roundhouse, Brixton. So I'm probably going to do Shepherd's Bush again, but, you know, I'm getting there. I'm on the ladder, and it was, the whole tour, it was amazing. Going on tour with my new band, they're just such lovely people. I had a great time. I feel like I'm going on a bit. I'm sorry. I don't want to make this 32 minutes long. Speaking of the EP, though.
You can play from the over 40 million songs in Apple Music, including the music that your friends are listening to.
Oh boy, that was a weird moment, wasn't it? That thing happened that I haven't stopped going on about since. You know, that whole being on the live broadcast of the Apple event for the iPhone X. That thing. I made a whole video about it over on my second channel where I explained the whole thing, where I was and how I found out about it. And I think I filmed that like a day after it happened. So go and watch that. There's going to be a card up there somewhere. The little eye will have it. But that was just the wildest few days of my life. I had Paris Hilton follow and tweet me. I had TMZ interviewing me. I had NME interviewing me. And I was like, what is my life? You know, it was just thrust upon me, and I didn't expect it. I had no idea it was going to happen, and it was just the best few days ever. Like Billboard did an article on me. It was just, it was a great couple of days. I loved it. Probably the highlight of my year for me, I think. I got to play Wembley Arena again. How many people can say that? How many independent musicians get to say that? Not many. I'm so lucky. I've worked hard, but I also appreciate that I'm a lucky son of a gun. I first played Wembley Arena last year when I supported Busted on their comeback tour. That was an amazing experience. I was terrified. It was the first night of the whole thing. That was last year. But this year I got to go back to do it for Girl Guiding. It was basically 12,000 females, just young kids in Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts, Girl Guides. It's Girl Guides, but like, what are they in America? Scouts, I guess? Or is that the boy one? What's the girl one? The girl one. It's the Girl Guides. It's the Girl Guides. Shut up. Just being invited to be on that lineup, getting to play Wembley Arena again. That's a lot of people. It was a wonderful experience. That was amazing. Even though it was a really short show, I got to play Wembley again. I don't know, I'm never going to stop saying it. I got to play Wembley again. So doing my headline tour, playing Shepherd's Bush, playing Wembley Arena, I've had an amazing year for live stuff, but that's not all. Because of the Apple live stream for the iPhone X where my artwork was there, did I mention my artwork was on there? I've been in touch with Apple off and on, like, ever since, and they've been so lovely and so kind to me. They've been so supportive, and they've said they want to help in any way they can with my future music, but they invited me to play a Today at Apple event, which is basically where you put on a little show in the flagship Apple store in London. So I played the Apple store in Regent Street with my guitarist Ryan, and my face was on this massive screen, and it was honestly great. It was just before my birthday, I think that was. Yeah, because we got mac and cheese and Frankie and Benny's and it was rubbish. Who puts pulled pork with barbecue sauce in mac and cheese? It was awful. Don't do that. But after having so much support from Apple and Apple Music and stuff, I'm so excited to share that music with them next year, like my new music. And I'm so full of optimism and so much excitement for next year. Anyway, stop waffling. Did you know that I wrote a book? Some of you might not know that because you are new here. But, yep, I'm a YouTuber with a book. I'm sorry if you had this sort of image of me that I was one of those people that never sells out, because I totally sell out all the time. I did an EA sponsorship. I definitely sell out. I have the paperback with me because I'm actually shipping off all the hardback copies I own to my old school, because I feel like being nice, because they're all in a box. But this is the paperback version. Isn't it so cute? It's called Feel Good 101. It's based off of a series that I started doing in 2013. Just an advice series and all the things that I've learned. I'm still learning all the time. There are lessons in here that I would probably... No, don't say that. Don't say that. This is a great book and I wouldn't change anything about it. Even though I don't really talk about this book all that much on here anymore, this took up a majority of my year. Any free time I had, I was in coffee shops writing this, crying while writing this, just pouring out my experiences and my life stories, things that I've learned so far and things that I've had to deal with and stuff like that. It's all in here. It'd make a great Christmas present. It's too late for Christmas, isn't it? But still. Feel Good 101. The Outsider's Guide to a Happier Life. I should know that. But anyway, so yeah, it's an advice book. If you live in the UK, you'll find it on that shelf. That shelf with the YouTuber books, which, fine, I get it. I think actually one of the reasons that I haven't been mentioning it too much since it came out, it's not because I'm not proud of it, it's not because I want people to forget about it, I'm very proud of it. Like, I wrote that was written by me, like 70,000 words, all me. The reason that I haven't really gone on about it so much is because I know what it's like when people just go on and on and on. They keep trying to flog you something that they've made, and it makes you angry, and it makes you think, well, I was going to get it, but now that you're pushing it on me, I don't want it anymore. And I just didn't want anybody to have a negative association with this book. I didn't want people to hear Feel Good 101 and feel frustrated and go, oh, this again. That's the last thing I want, because I worked really fucking hard on this, So I am proud of it. If you do want to give it a spin, maybe check it out in a bookshop. There are some that sell it quite cheap now. I guess I'm fine with that. We can get it on Audible. I recorded the audiobook for it. Audiobooks are tiring to do, by the way. Wow. It was like 3 days of 8-hour talking sessions. I've never talked that much in my life, but I am very, very proud of it. It charted at number 4 in the UK on the Sunday Times bestseller list. And if you get in the top 10, you can say that you're a Sunday Times best-selling author. Even though you didn't get to number 1, you can say that you're a best-selling author. So, hi, I'm Emma Blackery. I'm a musician who makes YouTube videos. Not the other way around. Who also wrote a best-selling book. I'll stop. Sorry. I did a book tour to support the launch of it, and I met thousands of you guys over, I think, like 7 or 8 days, and it was absolutely exhausting, but so fulfilling to be able to meet so many of you who were so grateful for the book, and some of you who had already read it all the way through by the time that I got to your city. It was just amazing that it just, people read this thing that I made. They took the time to read stuff about me that I wrote, and it's really nice. So, you know, if you don't already think that I'm a massive sellout who doesn't shut up about her book, then maybe give it a chance, you know? That would be really nice. What else did I do? I did lots of stuff. What did I do? Oh yeah! So only a couple of days ago, I was part of a charity live stream with Jacksepticeye, Kick the PJ, Pixel Pit, and Crank Gameplays, and we did live stream over 2 days. It was like, I think it was like 8 hours of non-stop just begging you to donate money to save the children, and we raised over $300,000 for Save the Children. That was only about a week ago, so it hasn't really sunk in that we did that yet, but to raise that much money, and you wouldn't believe how far that goes, that was an incredible achievement. I had so much fun with the guys over the 2 days, and I felt liked, you know. I've done a couple of charity live streams where I felt sort of like I was kind of told to shut up a few times, and I didn't really feel that great about them, but this one was lovely, and all of the team at Polaris who organised the whole thing. Nicole, I miss you and I love you. Sorry, this is only to Nicole now. Forget you guys, this is just for Nicole. It was honestly wonderful. Thank you, Jack, for inviting me to be a part of it, for allowing me to be a part of it as well. Just I really appreciated being a part of it, and I felt very smug, and I need that sometimes, you know. Those are really the highlights of the year, I guess. I mean, I could talk about the stuff that is ongoing, such as I've been writing better music than ever. If you want more on that, then go over to the videos that I just posted on my second channel. But this year, I have really honed in on my songwriting skills. I've just improved on myself tenfold. I've worked so hard to get better at producing demos to send to producers. I'm really proud of myself with my music, and I hope that it'll all come to fruition next year. I hope that you hear it. I hope you give it a chance when it comes out, the album. And I hope that you think, she's really worked hard on this. This isn't just a cop-out. She's taking music seriously. That's what I want. Even if you don't like it, I want people to be able to say, she's taking it seriously, huh? You know. And I got a cat, but I don't know where she's gone, but I got a cat. It's nice having a cat. Cat poop really smells though, doesn't it? Really bad. Oh, and I went to Centre Parks with my dad and had a lovely time for his birthday, but you know, that was more of a personal thing that I really enjoyed this year. I had a great year this year. Next year, like I said, is going to be very different. I'm using my socials differently. I'm not doing comedy stuff on here next year. I'm not doing commentary videos on here next year. I'm doing a ton of vlogs. There will still be some like sit down videos, but it's going to be a lot of vlogs because I want to document next year. It's going to be the hardest year of my life. It's going to be tough getting through it all. It's going to be so busy. It's going to be so fulfilling, but it's going to be busy. And I want to have every single moment of it documented. I'm using my socials differently, so please follow my Instagram. I'll be posting daily, photo sets daily. I'm going to be posting my favourite song of the day to Spotify and Apple Music every single day. There's going to be playlists for every single month. I'm going to be tweeting different sorts of stuff next year as well. I'm changing everything because I have to stay true to myself and also give myself the best chance I can at fulfilling my goals. You know, I'm in pursuit of a dream, so I gotta chase it, and I hope you stick around for it. I've had an amazing year. I hope that next year is even better. I'm gonna work my arse off to give myself the best shot of that. And thank you so much, whether you've been here for 5 years or whether you've joined very recently. Thank you for still being here watching this. I appreciate it. And that's it for me in 2017. So I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. Hope you all have a wonderful New Year. And I will see you at some point at the start of January. Catch you later. Catch you later. Why do I still do that? Catch you later. Catch you later. Catch you later. Oh, it's been a long year.